No. You're listening to the Nobody's Podcast. On the week before our season finale, we decided it was high time to invite our friend Arielle Cortese to the podcast. Arielle is a smart, tiny woman who dreams of going on The Bachelor. And as sad as that sounds, we want to make her wishes come true. So I've procured some questions that all Bachelor producers ask each potential contestant, and we're going to see if she's up to snuff. She has no idea we're doing this, so this is going to be fun. All this and more coming up.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Nobodies.
I wish that everybody could see, because we're doing this on Zoom, and I wish everyone could see every time we finish the deep tease, Annie does a little shimmy shake.
I do. I'm like, okay, because when I edit, I have to give myself space to insert the music. So, thanks for giving away all my secrets.
It is just really funny because it's so subtle. It's like, it's almost as if you don't even know you're doing it, because it's just like,
it is. It's just,
guys, welcome to the Nobodies.
It's just my general swag.
Yeah, exactly. Annie, are you excited for Arielle to come on?
Yes, but I'm not going to act like it when she actually gets on.
Okay, good. I'm going to mispronounce her last name, like you mentioned.
Yes. So her last name is Cortese. And we'll leave it as a cliffhanger on what you're going to say.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the reason we're doing this is I want to see Arielle's the nicest, sweetest. She thinks she talks this big game and thinks she's so tough, but she's so sweet. And I just want to see if she actually corrects you.
Okay. I think she will. I do think she will.
No, this is my prediction, and it'll probably only be funny if I'm right for people that are watching the video. Yeah. But my prediction is she's going to go, did you say, and then what you said? Like, come on, Bryce. Like, I think it'll be very, confused.
Oh, well, just before she gets on here real quick, Arielle is, she's basically the third nobody. Mm-hmm. We are constantly sending memes and all day, texting all day. Every day, all day, every day. And she used to run around in LA with us until she moved back to Oregon, which is her home state.
Yes, but she's also the one that got us our Nobody's sweatshirts for Christmas.
Yes. Oh, she did. Yeah. The friends, the friends ones. Yeah. The ones with the friends.
Font.
Yeah. Thank you. God,
it's okay. Thinking is hard.
Thinking is really hard. Okay, Annie, how are you current winning?
I actually am current losing.
Weight?
What?
Current losing weight?
Oh, no. Well, a little. I lost. Okay, so a couple weeks ago when we gave our update on the Nobody's Weight Loss Challenge.
Yes.
I had lost 4 pounds. The day after I told everyone that, I gained them back. However, I will report that I weighed myself this morning and I re-lost those 4.
Oh, nice.
So
it's water weight. You can't lose 4 pounds like that.
Well, no, because it's been, so now after re-losing it has taken me almost a week. And so I'm hoping that we're on the downward trend. This is the number that I have to break through. I'm not going to share it on the podcast, but it's the number that I need to break through to know okay, I'm actually losing weight and this isn't just fluctuations.
Yeah.
No, the actual current losing is I just have to publicly shame myself for how long it took me to mail your cousin the koozies that she ordered.
Amanda is listening to this, so she knows. But
which is why I'm publicly doing it, because I know she's one of the first people that listens when it drops. Yes. Amanda, I am so sorry. She ordered it on March 18th, and today is August 18th. So I am so embarrassed.
This is what everyone can expect when they order koozies from us.
No, I truly when COVID hit, that was the last thing on my mind.
Well, yeah, of course.
And then I kind of made the decision, well, no one probably wants to receive a package that's been in my car.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I just forgot about it. So I profusely apologized to her via DM.
Well, oh, that's nice.
But I am just horrified by myself because that's very out of character. So I am truly sorry.
Well, Amanda is the most even keel, chill, salt of the earth person ever. So she does not care and is just probably just grateful to get him. And I will say, I got to tell you, it's not entirely your fault because I knew about this. And when you sent me the koozies that you sent to my family and to your family and to Therese, my parents' neighbor and your parents' friend and our friend is Therese. And I was planning on giving, thank you. Just wanted to clarify that. I was planning on giving Amanda 2 of the ones that you sent to my family because my mom had a bunch and like distroed them to my family, and I was planning on giving Amanda 2 of those, but I ran out of time, and I planned to give them to them, and I don't know if I'm not going to throw my mom under the bus, but I mean I think that I don't know that they ever got to them. So Amanda, they're coming.
So moral of the story, Amanda, all of it's Bryce's fault.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm winning. You're going to love this because I texted you and said, should I shave my neck? Because I have neck hair. I had neck hair that was
down to your back.
Yeah, basically. It was so gross. But I shaved my neck hair myself.
Oh, you actually did a really good job.
Oh, thank you. And now I'm wearing my hair in an itty bitty man bun in hopes of looking like a founding father. But
you do. It's very George Washington-esque.
Thank you. And it was 8 months without cutting it. It looked like pubic hair, honestly. It was so gross.
Did you consult Ben?
No, I didn't consult Ben, which I should have. But Ben's is like perfectly symmetrical because I'm sure he gets it cut.
I don't think so. Yours actually looks very similar.
Oh, good. Oh my God. Compliment of the year.
Okay. Okay. Just so you know, I'm going to cut that out of the recorded part. I know you're going to put it in one of the teasers, but it will not be on the podcast.
I know. It's just so gross. Like I actually start another winning thing. I started work this week, which was finally, I'm really happy. I'm really happy to be back at the Kelly Clarkson show for season 2. But we have, everything is remote now. And so we were on a Zoom call and like 2 of my coworkers texted me and they were like, you need to cut your mullet. Like it looks so
oh no.
It was like twirling down. And so I was like, now I'm going to wear it like this. I'm going to put just this little tiny itty bitty man bun in whenever I have to record something or get on.
Just for clarification, it's not a bun. It's a tiny man ponytail.
Man pony.
Also, it wouldn't look bad if you cut that off. Like how it is now. It really wouldn't look too bad.
No, but see, I'm trying to grow it. I'm going to just let this ride since I feel like we're not going anywhere. There's no reason for me not to. I've never had my hair super long. So I kind of just want to keep it going and see how unbearable it gets and then cut it. So we'll see how it goes. I don't feel, I mean, again, I'm going to try it, but the reason why I've never done it is because I feel like I really can't, I'm going to look either homeless or terrifying or like a pedophile if I have long hair. That's just my gut feeling, gut reaction.
I was actually trying to imagine you with a man bun.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't decided if it's a thing that we can even allow.
Your sister Emily did say, she goes, I think you would look really good with long hair. So she's just, I mean, she's just nice.
Saint. So nice.
Yeah, exactly. She's just being nice. I know. Don't ruin it. Okay. I really feel like that really encouraged me to continue to grow it. So I'm very happy. Oh, also, I started my Big Brother show, as you mentioned before, which was also, I'm just like winning all over the place. And you're still using my time to promote your own project. I know. It's so great. I really enjoy that. But that's all I was going to say. I was just going to say that I started it. And
no, I'm excited for you.
I know. I mean, is it a waste of time? We'll see. I don't know.
Either that or it'll get picked up by CBS and you'll have like an official after show.
Hey, maybe. You gotta like shoot for the stars.
Oh, I will say this. My mom sent me an email this morning.
Oh.
With an article about the top 10 podcasts of 2020 so far. And
Were we one
I
of them?
am upset to announce that the Nobodies did not make the cut. So I'm going to shamelessly ask our listeners to please share this episode.
Yeah, please share this. And we only have one more episode until, this is our episode before our season finale, and then we're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back better than ever.
Which remind me, I do have a response for you regarding what we discussed.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. We've been discussing our season finale and our season 2 premiere.
Yes.
And so we're trying to lock in some stuff for both of those, because we know that we want those to be really good episodes. We want every episode to be good, but that one specifically. But yeah, make sure to be following. I know Annie does a spiel at the end, but make sure to be following us on social. We post a lot of stuff on Instagram, and also subscribe, rate everything on Spotify and Apple Music, which, by the way, I tried to get my after show podcast on there, and it was a bear. So, all right. Without further ado, our guest this week is very special to both of us. We talk about her a lot on this podcast, and so we thought we'd finally bring her on here to defend herself or to prove us right. So please welcome our very good and very small friend, the third nobody, Arielle Cortese.
Okay. So she has fake clip-on bangs on, which I don't even think Bryce realized.
I actually thought it was a filter.
How funny it is.
That is actually really funny.
Literally, like on Amazon, so Erica, you know my roommate, her friend Sam sent them to us, and we have like 2 of them, and so sometimes we'll like walk around with their masks.
That's way
incredible.
Too Annie.
Also, I knew she wouldn't. And she may have been too distracted laughing at her bangs, but did you hear how he pronounced your name?
No. Did you say Arielle?
No, he said Arielle Cortese.
No! Right.
I told, there it was. Did you see it?
That was it. That was it.
I said, she's going to be like, Bryce, are you kidding me?
Bryce, are you kidding me? Arielle Cortese.
Yeah, no, he announced it correctly in the intro before you were on, but then I told him to say Cortez to see if you were going to correct him.
Because you're way too nice. We thought you'd be too nice to like correct me on this.
You see my horoscope, Bryce? I'm dark, serious, and sassy.
Okay. This is exactly what Annie was talking about before she got on here. So yeah. Arielle, why don't you, we've already sort of said it, you can go back and listen to it, but why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself? Tell us like what you do, tell them why you love us so much.
Yeah, so you guys are like 2 of my favorite people. I'm the #1 Nobody's fan. So guys, thanks for listening. Who else is listening up there? Now that I'm on this.
Now no one's listening.
I don't know, like how do I, you know me, I'm really bad at this stuff. Obviously Annie has to create all my bios.
Well, that's something that people need to know about too.
So Annie creates bios for me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm bored.
I sign off on all bios, all dating profiles for these 2.
Yeah. You guys
really any
thing that we did for a little bit, the app?
Oh yeah, I deleted it because neither of you guys went on any dates.
I kind of forgot about it.
I know.
Bryce just kept connecting himself to porn stars.
Or like girls that are
they were not porn stars, okay? They may have been Instagram baddies, but they were not porn stars.
Instagram.
No, because no. Maybe Instagram thotties.
Okay, maybe Instagram thotties.
Yeah. It doesn't even sound right when you say the word thotty.
Thotties. Thottarellas. In Portland, we call them thottarellas.
Thottarella.
Thotty like Pippin.
Yeah. Thotty Pippin, that's a good one. Yeah. Arielle, we mentioned that, so for this podcast,
yeah,
we wanted we want to make your dreams come true because you're a really good friend of ours. And We just want to do what's best for you. But before we get to it, are you guys ready to chew the fat?
Let's chew the fat. What does that mean?
Chew the fat. You guys don't know what that phrase is? It's like,
of course we don't. And you sought that out so that you could say it and I would hate it.
Her face was immediately like.
Immediately, as soon as you said that.
Means like talk.
No, but that's why I didn't even acknowledge it, because I'm like, okay, he's at this point, you are Googling once a week obscure phrases to use that exist, but no one actually says.
How do you find these words?
I honestly, to be completely fair with that one, I really just saw that like today. And I was like, I got to say this on the podcast. Annie's going to absolutely hate it.
Let's chew the fat.
Hate it. I almost signed off.
Okay. Anyway, so our pint-sized friend Arielle here has told us numerous times how it is her dream to be cast on The Bachelor. So first of all, Annie, do you approve of this?
Typically, no. But for Arielle, actually, yes, because I think she would be a really good cast member.
Okay, so Arielle, why do you want to be on The Bachelor? Like, just tell me real quickly, or us.
Has any of my relationships worked out?
So you think that, all right, fine, fair. But you think that you going on The Bachelor, you're going to find your true love. That's what you think.
I love on TV where millions of people are watching me and then like, I'm gonna be the most awkward one.
But the thing is, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Arielle.
Right. No, I agree. I was just asking. I just wanted to know what your thoughts were.
Number one reason is because I go for types. Everyone knows my type, which I'm sure you guys will ask me a question about something later on this podcast.
Yeah.
Tall, blonde, professional soccer players.
Okay.
Or Amanda. And obviously it's not working out for me. Like,
you're trying to go. So would you hope that you would go against type maybe in this? Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, I decided it would be fun, or we did. I mean, I guess I did, but you
did. We just show up.
We decided it might be fun to go through part of the application process to see if Arielle actually has a shot. It's also a chance for you to get to know someone who's very close to us. Kicker is, I'm also going to answer the questions. And I haven't looked at them. I haven't prepared any answers, Annie. So don't at me. But I want Annie, and Annie is going, since she is the only one that's in a relationship on this podcast, she's going to critique our answers and tell us if she agrees with that.
This is honestly what I was made for.
I know, it really is. That's why I knew you'd love this.
Yeah.
I knew you wouldn't want to answer the questions. Okay, so, all right. So the requirements for being on the show, and here you guys you can take a break. You can actually go to the bathroom or something. I do this every week with Annie. So
yeah, I'll catch you guys in 10.
Yeah. So the requirements for being on the show are listed in full on ABC's website, but here are a few to give you an idea. For starters, you must be 21 years old. There is also no height requirement. Thank God for you, Arielle.
Yeah. Do listeners know how actually tall I am? You guys are making it seem like I'm nothing.
She's 4'11" and 3/4.
No.
We're so mean. You also have to be a United States citizen. You, your family, or anyone you live with which is interesting, can't be associated with the production company, ABC Studios, or Warner Brothers Television. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay, so you also can't be currently running for office or have a conviction for a felony on your record.
Well, and there it goes.
There we go.
It should also go without saying you have to be single. If you fit all you have to be single.
Contestants weren't single when they joined.
Well, they lied.
They lied. You can't. That's a bit. Apparently, that's a big thing that they have to do with a lie.
Wow.
So if you fit all these requirements, you can then move on to the application form. So can we move on?
We can move on. Can
Great.
you move on?
Yes, I can move on. I mean, like, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to ever go on The Bachelor, but you can either be nominated to get on the show, Arielle, or you can apply yourself. And there is a mail-in application as well as an online application. You'll fill out a form with questions about your age and occupation, and you'll also be asked to provide a picture and explain why you want to be on the show, which is why I asked you before. Interestingly, the online application is the same for both guys and girls, but if you decide to go the mail-in route, the applications are separated by gender and you'll have to answer a lot more questions. Interesting. Okay, so here's some of the questions I stole from an article in Men's Health that's also all these questions are on there. So Arielle, I want you to answer these, and Annie, I'm going to give you a chance to give your rebuttal. So,
oh, no.
Arielle, how many serious relationships have you been in, and how long were they?
I only count one serious one because it was like 5.5, 6 years, and the other ones, they were on and off for years. So one serious.
Okay, and how long did it last? 5, 6 years, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, Annie, do you have any problem with that?
No, I agree. Only one serious, because the other long-term one was a fuckboy.
Okay, cool. Well, I am 0 and 0 months. So we'll move on.
Do I get to have a problem with yours?
No. You're like, I mean, not that we can dive into unless you're a clinical psychologist. Okay, Arielle, 3 adjectives that would surprise people about you.
Oh God.
Or just 3 adjectives to describe yourself. I mean, I don't know why it has to be surprise. That's a dumb thing. They don't know you. So these producers don't know you. So what the hell are they going to have? What do they have to gauge off of?
Annie, help me.
Annie, help you?
I get to critique your answers.
I don't even know. And I'm like going like brain fried right now. I have like a brain
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay.
Dashing, for sure. Neurotic. And let's see.
I like pull up a list right now.
Silly.
Oh, dang it. I was going to say
Oh
that
my
one.
God. Okay. Well, I hate that you said silly. Neurotic is completely accurate, but probably not going to get you cast on a show.
True. Dang it.
I'm just going to let you have dashing.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Score. You can say silly, Arielle. I mean, we can have the same answer.
Well, I was going to say silly or giggly.
Giggly for sure.
Giggly for sure.
Giggly. Petite.
Fair.
Well, okay.
And
I think they mean personality wise, but
she has a petite personality.
I have a cuddly personality. I honestly don't even know. Dashing is not with your personality. That's about your looks.
True.
Oh, true. Okay. Fair. Touche.
So I said 3.
So what were they? Giggly?
Giggly, petite, and cuddly.
Cuddly?
Annie is about to cringe.
I hate that so much. I think neither of you said anything about your intelligence, which I think is really sad. Because looking at you, people probably wouldn't assume you're very smart. But both of you are but both of you are very intelligent and really good at what you do. So I think
thank you. I would agree. I mean, I would definitely agree with that with Arielle. I think Arielle, you're very smart and ambitious, and I think that's not for nothing either.
Yeah, exactly. But neither of you said
hard
anything
work
about
ethic.
that.
No, I know. I appreciate that. I don't want to say that about myself though, but although I am all those things.
Even though
I
my
would
business
say that
is
about myself.
You would?
Hell yeah. I'm a smart person.
Yeah, hell yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Look at that again.
Exactly.
Look at all that.
Nothing speaks to your intelligence like saying, I'm a smart person.
That's very Donald Trump of you. Very, very Donald Trumpian. I'm a smart person. Yeah, the greatest. Okay, all right, let's move on. What have you not found but would like to have in a relationship? And Annie, I'm actually going to ask you a separate question about us when it's over.
So me?
You want me to go first again?
No, I can go first.
Okay.
Someone who I feel like I'm like the funny one in a relationship. Like I'm the one cracking jokes. I need someone not serious and like smiley like me.
And you feel like you haven't found that in other people?
No, I feel like I always go for guys who like at first are like that, but then they just become like too serious, too controlling, not funny. Like I'm pretty like chill in a relationship, you know? So yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a really good answer. I have talked about this before, so it might on this podcast too, but I want someone who like kind of like with what you said, Arielle, but someone that challenges me. I don't want somebody that's like, I mean, we live in LA and everyone's kind of doing the same things, or you end up meeting people at work or gravitate toward people within, I do at least within the industry. And I really want to, try to, I mean, I think it's fine if I meet someone in the industry, but I just want them to have separate interests than I do, because I feel like I have very singular interests and hobbies. So I don't want to have to constantly, like, I want to learn new stuff. I want to be challenged.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Okay. So Annie, do you think, and now the question that I was going to ask you is, do you think that those answers reflect us, or what do you want for us in relationships? Like, what do you see for us?
Oh gosh. I mean, I think Arielle's is really accurate. I think she has to find someone that's going to match her vibe and not take things too seriously. Just because someone super serious for Arielle they would get so sick of each other. And then for you, Bryce, I agree with you, but you actually have a wide variety of interests. So
see, I just wanted you to really just basically compliment me this whole.
It's getting bigger.
Okay.
Well, no, for you, Bryce, I just want you to find someone that will actually like, that you can get into bed. I just want you to have the opportunity to kick someone out of bed.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh God, yes. All right. Okay. All right, Arielle, do you have any special talents? Tell us. That's what it says.
I know one.
I know which one you're talking about.
You're not bringing
We're
that
not
up.
going to say it on the podcast, you guys. You'll have to watch After Dark. Nobody's After Dark.
The Nobody's After Dark.
Yep.
Um,
We're a PG podcast for the most part, except for Annie.
No, we're not. It literally says explicit on our
I know.
our like description.
Oh my God, you're nothing. I actually have no hidden talents. I used to be able to do the cherry thing with my tongue, but like I can't do that anymore.
Bryce is hype.
Hype. But wait, it doesn't have to be like a sexual thing.
No, what? Oh no, cherry is not a sexual thing. Tying the
Oh Jesus! Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's cool.
Yes, are you serious?
Is it actually a sexual thing?
It's supposed to like indicate if you're a good kisser.
Oh, well, great. I'm not a good kisser anymore if I can't do it.
Okay, that doesn't mean you're a bad kisser.
No, it's like a stupid thing that people say in middle school and high school.
I'm good at balancing on anything.
Oh, you have good balance?
Yeah, I swear to God. Like, if it's like a small pole, like I could literally balance on it.
Sure you could.
No, it's because of cheer. Wait, what did you say? Did you say what I thought you said?
I said I'm sure you could.
Oh no.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Innuendos. Love them.
She said it, not me. I didn't even.
I
bring
know.
up what
I
was gonna
know.
bring up.
I know. I believe me. I know. I'm trying to think if there's any hidden talent. I don't think people. Okay, let's not. I'm not gonna like go overboard here, but I'm not super handy, but I actually know how to fix things. Like I can fix a few things that people would be surprised about. I think that people assume that I can do nothing, so I'm trying to give a little bit of. Like I can change a tire without having to like Google something. I can probably fix.
Wait, I know how to change a tire. Fun fact. Yeah.
Just stuff around the house. Like I'm shocked at the stuff that I've been able to do or figure out because I must have just evolved because I was never able to do anything aside from that. Like
But
I
again,
can fix
you're a smart person. Like
I can fix my bike. I can probably fix a sink. I can fix a toilet. I've certainly had to do that.
You need to put that on your like dating profile. Like,
That actually is not a bad idea to add to your dating profile.
Thank you. I also know how to cook pretty well.
Up for debate.
If it involves broccoli slaw, then I can cook.
If it involves like vegetables that have been turned into noodles, you're great.
Yeah.
Okay. What accomplishment are you most proud of, Arielle?
Being a part of 2 startups, even though they weren't the most successful, was a lot of work.
Okay, wait. Like, give the listeners a little bit more about those. So tell us what the startups were and what the names and like what they did.
Yeah, so my background's in tech startups. I've been doing technical recruiting for like 5-6+ years now. So basically the first startup was a real estate app. Obviously I can't, get into details of what.
No, of course not. Just tell us like the basics.
Yeah, so
and talk a little louder if you can.
Yes, please talk a little louder.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically what we did was we had like 40 developers that I basically led.
Okay, but stop tapping your computer.
Not.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Maybe it's like my Wi-Fi. But yeah, we built an app for real estate. So like basically if like you looked at a commercial building, you could kind of take a picture of it and look at how much it's for sale, like how many units, how much it is for square footage and everything. Did that for about like 2.5 years. And then my second startup was just like a connecting like people connection app that we built from the start to end. Pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's great. My biggest accomplishment was, I guess I'm coming up on 10 years in LA, and I feel like when I moved out here, I knew nobody and had no connections and no one, and I've parlayed that into working for stuff, starting a podcast.
I can't believe that starting this podcast wasn't your biggest accomplishment.
Okay, I mean, it's definitely one of them.
Once you guys get White Claw to sponsor you guys, that's going to be like the biggest accomplishment.
Game changer. I mean, listen, we've tried to talk to White Claw and like door is still open, but like we're looking at those other smaller hard seltzer companies that are up and comers like we are. We're down for that.
You need to target Trader Joe's seltzer. Like they have like smaller companies. Like
yeah. Annie, what is your biggest accomplishment?
Honestly, like staying alive. Keeping myself alive.
Okay, that is such a cop-out.
No, I don't know if it's considered an accomplishment, but similar to yours, like I've lived in multiple places, out of state, away from my family. I don't know if it's necessarily an accomplishment, but it's something I'm proud of. No,
but it's not, but listen, you're forgetting one thing. You've thrived in those places. Like you haven't ran home. You haven't done, you've continued to, it's not like you moved to one place where like, oh, I don't like this and then move back. You've maintained it. That's something to be proud of for sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. What is the most important physical attraction or personality when first meeting someone, Arielle?
The jaw.
The jaw?
Oh, that's a good answer.
The jaw, because if a guy has a good jaw, they usually have a good smile.
Jawline.
I don't know if I agree with that part of it, but the jaw is a good answer.
Okay, thank you.
Annie,
I'm surprised. What?
Do you think it would be?
Do you want to answer mine?
Boobs.
Oh, yeah, boobs 100%.
Yeah. He needs to know immediately if he's working with a good rack.
Like ask if you got boobs or not.
My mom is so embarrassed.
No, we talked about this with your mom, I feel like.
I know.
Yeah.
And she was like, I learned from the podcast that Bryce likes big-chested women.
Yeah, I know. She's so sweet. I'm actually really surprised that Arielle did not say height.
I was going to say that too, because Arielle wants like someone who's like 11, 12 or 11, 11.
Yeah.
11. Yeah, I know. Usually it's height, but for some reason jaw. Like I've always
it makes sense. A good jawline is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, those were the questions for those were the written portion. So then if you get like, if you move further, you get to send a video. And so in the website, it says, we encourage you to include a video of yourself as well. Tell us why you'd like to be on the show. Make videos the best way to show off your personality, ensure you are seen by casting team. A lot of exclamation points. So there's a bunch of questions that you should answer in the video. I'm just going to go through a couple of them because this is how they're going to tailor it to the show. So well, first of all, have you ever been in love? If no, why not? And if yes, tell us your love story, or tell us a funny first dating story.
Oh God.
You don't have to really just
Okay.
Just say, have you ever been in love? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Bryce, have you?
I have 1,000 times.
Yes, you have.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
Like a billion. Okay, so Arielle, describe your ultimate fantasy date. Do you have, and then the follow-up question, this is the same question. Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
What? That's the follow-up question?
Yes.
So
I don't know why.
So my fantasy day is going on a boat, going to like an island, and then what? Bradley Cooper will come, or Justin Bieber.
Bradley
Oh my
Cooper,
God,
is
she
your favorite
loves
actor?
Justin Bieber.
Oh my God.
What do you think about them getting baptized?
When did they do that?
Just recently.
Oh, I mean, I think it's good for them. You know, they believe in, whatever. they
So your ultimate fantasy date is to go to an island.
on a
With
boat.
Bradley Cooper.
And Bradley Cooper is going to be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Bradley Cooper from that one movie.
The Hangover?
Yeah. What? No, not him. Not that Bradley Cooper. The one with Lady Gaga.
Oh.
Star is
you
Born?
like you like the country singer Bradley Cooper.
When he was like a drunk and
I don't care. Whatever he did, he rocked it.
something, girl.
Oh God. Well, there goes the Bradley Cooper rumor that he's related to Bryce. No, that surprises me a little.
Why?
I don't know. It just does.
I'm from
That's
Oregon.
the Bradley Cooper that you chose. Because you're not like a gruff, like you're not into like gruff guys.
No. Maybe it's because I like the love story. Like, like when you get like attached to like a storyline or whatever, even though it's like really a bad love story.
Jesus. Okay.
My ultimate fantasy date would be to
Just go on one.
Remember that's a call. That reminds me of when Annie was like, "What's your date budget? $0."
No, your date budget would be like your mom gives you like a gift certificate.
Here's a gift card to Applebee's. Like, go hog wild.
Yeah, the girl goes to the bathroom and you're like paying with the gift certificate.
No, my ultimate fantasy date would be to go to the Friends set. Ooh. And to have Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston be there.
And do what?
I don't know. Make out.
Make out.
Anyway, I'm gonna refrain from answering some of these questions because I want to get through these with Arielle.
Okay.
She's the one that wants to go on The Bachelor. So tell us about your family. Are you close? Do you have siblings? Do you have any funny childhood stories or wacky family members you want to tell us about?
Well, the answer's too long, but love my family. We're best friends. And then you all know Nana.
No, wait, tell us, but wait, do you have any siblings?
Nana at all costs. What?
Do you have any siblings?
Yes. Rachel, she's 4 years younger than me. She's my younger sister. And then I have a mom and dad.
And you all live very close together.
Yeah. So my parents live like 25 minutes away from me. And then I'm living downtown Portland.
Okay. And then Nana?
Nana lives 2 hours away from me.
Protect Nana at all costs. You'd have to have her on the show.
She's a saint.
Oh my God. I'll drive up there like in a few weeks and then I'll have like, you guys can put, like, I won't even be in it, but like Nana will be on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we should do that.
We should have Nana on the podcast.
Or just get a video of her like telling people to listen to the Nobodies.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. And we'll put it on the Instagram. Yes. Do that, Arielle.
Bryce, does she follow you? Because I know she.
I think so. I think she does.
We are like Instagram BFFs.
Yeah, you guys are.
She DMs me all the time. She said that once I come visit, I'll be family forever. So you're stuck with me.
Amazing.
I'm so excited.
God, that's amazing.
Black Velvet.
Yeah.
Arielle, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Italy.
And why? Where in Italy?
Probably where my dad was born, just because I haven't visited his hometown. So it's Altomoto, Calabria. It's in the southern region of Italy.
Okay, so South Italy. Is
Yeah.
that near the water or?
Yeah, so it's like, so southern Italy is like super hilly. So they have like a house like on the water, and it's just like, you don't really have cars, you like walk everywhere. I think it's just like a pretty cool culture, like how they live.
Okay, cool. All right, what would your hometown date be like? Where would we go and who would we meet?
You guys would probably be my hometown date.
We
If
would.
I'm
for sure
not,
Oh, you guys would be. We'd probably go to.
If I'm not, okay, wait. So, what would your hometown date be like? Tell, like, what would you, if we were going, if you and the Bachelor were going back to Portland, what would happen?
We'd either probably go boating on the river, just because that's where, you know, the cabin's like kind of like located. Just because.
And where is that exactly?
Mount Hood, Oregon. Or we'd go to Bend and we would all go wine tasting, and then Nana would be in it.
Okay. And would you be?
I don't want to interrupt, but we have reached the 10-minute warning.
Okay. That's pretty much it for the Bachelor stuff. That was good. From there, you must be selected to be a semifinalist. If selected, you have to travel to Los Angeles for interviews. You'll also have to complete a bunch of forms, cleverly called the semifinalist package. Not much is known about what else happens, but basically, if you've gotten to this point and then you'll become a semifinalist, and you go to get interviewed, and that's it. So you probably have to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. So that's probably why people don't know much what else happens after that. So Arielle, is this still something that you would like to do you think?
Sign me up.
So you want to do it? Still down?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay, and now it's time for our favorite segment, Annie's Approval, where Annie shimmy shakes, where Annie approves or disapproves of headlines given to her. Usually Annie doesn't know what's coming in this segment, but she specifically requested we discuss this subject with Arielle, which is something that she rarely to never does. So I knew she had a strong reaction. Okay. So there is a show on TLC called 1,000 Pound Sisters, and it's Annie's new obsession.
I've already finished it.
The show focuses on Kentucky siblings Amy and Tammy Slanton. As the title of the show suggests, the sisters have a combined weight that exceeds 1,000 pounds at the start of the show. The series, according to TLC's announcement, focuses on 406-pound Amy, who wants to start a family with her new husband, but is having trouble getting pregnant due to her weight and health issues, and her 605-pound sister, Tammy, who needs help with everyday tasks and had to move in with her sister and brother-in-law after a stint in the hospital. The series follows the two siblings as in their attempt to lose enough weight to qualify for bariatric surgery. So Annie, I feel like I know your answer to this already, but do you approve of TLC making this show, or do you disapprove of how they are exploiting and or think they're exploiting these two sisters?
I approve of them making the show because this is like right up TLC's alley. Like they have another show called My 600-Pound Life. They like, this is what they do.
Yeah.
And I obviously got about 6 hours of enjoyment out of it over the weekend. So I approve of it. It is, well, I want to hear what you guys have to say. We could do a whole episode on this, but
honestly, we could.
In like 30 seconds or less, tell me what you guys thought.
Yeah, Arielle, go ahead. You go first. What did you think of the show?
In the beginning, I was like, what the F? I'm not going to cuss on this. And I'm like, what the heck am I watching?
What the frick? What the frick? That's what Arielle also says all the time.
So in the beginning, I was like, what the frick? And then I was like, oh my God, these girls are like actually freaking hilarious. You know, like
yes.
They are so funny. Like obviously they needed their own show. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is the show that they have.
Yeah.
But then I kind of felt sad that they got to this point, and I was like thinking, how can someone get to this point? But I'm glad they're like taking like accountability and, you know, like improving their health for the best. That's mine.
Gosh, no, I feel the same way. I mean, first of all, I mean, it sounds terrible, but I really was like, I don't know how someone can become that large. Like, I just didn't, I mean, it must have been years and years and years. And Tammy is my age.
Yeah.
Or maybe, wait, maybe Amy's my age. I don't know. One of them is my age and the other one is a year younger. And I just am like, like Tammy has to sit in the back of the van. She can't even sit in the seat. She has to like lie down in the back of the van when they drive places.
After
like,
they put all the seats down.
Yeah, that's what she has to do. And it is hard to watch. I mean, I'm so, like I said, like I commend them for everything that they've done. Like, because
did you both only watch the first episode?
Yeah, I wanted to watch a second episode, but for some reason I didn't want to get anything away.
So, okay, so I actually, as we're talking about this, T is in the laughing. I watched like the whole series. I think there's 6 or something episodes. Yeah. The first episode, you really are the whole time like, how does someone get this way? How do they live like this? And it's more so from, we're not trying to body shame anyone. Like, it is purely from like a health standpoint. Like, how is this possible? You guys will get so invested as you go through it, because like at one point they go to a therapist to like work through, because they start getting like kind of going against each other. And at one point they go to a therapist, and like the younger sister, who at one point, which honestly made me laugh really hard because she is 405 pounds. At one point she says, "I've always been the skinny sister." And so from then on, like as I was texting Bryce about this show, from then on I just referred to her as the skinny sister. But at one point she says during the therapy appointment, she's like, when we were younger, I used to put all the food I didn't finish onto Tammy's plate. Am I the one that made her this way? So like you realize like how deeply seated it is and how they've carried it from childhood. And like they obviously have some family issues that they kind of work through on the show. And so you do kind of get invested in these girls, and you want, because they're one of them's my age and one of them's Bryce's age. And it's like, you do get to the point where you're like, you just want to see them win, and you want to see them get the surgery, and you want to see them lose the weight. And I will just say,
I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
I immediately, like, as I was watching it, I Googled them to see, like, what do they look like now? I mean, there's nothing on there because there is a second season of the show that's coming. So they want to save all of that for the show. But it's, that was the first thing I did, because you want to see them win.
Yeah. Well, and just to give people an idea of, like, what 600 pounds does to a person, Tammy, who's the 600-pound one, has actual fat protruding from her forehead. And I can't remember. I mean, her double chin and her forehead come out further than her face. And I can't remember if it was the first episode or later.
Yeah, it's the first episode.
When they talk about it, and she says, like, and Amy, the sister, says, we took her to a bunch of doctors to make sure they weren't tumors. Yeah. And it's literally just, she has so much fat that there was nowhere else for it to go.
Well, and they have to be weighed at what? The dumpster? Like, the dump.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they had to be weighed at the junkyard because they couldn't find a scale big enough. Which they revisit that later in the season, and it's kind of funny.
Revisit?
They revisit the topic, but they don't go back to the junkyard. Okay. So I highly recommend people watch it. Mainly because I want them to be renewed for multiple seasons so that they can make good money and also stay on the right path.
Right. And they have a YouTube account.
Yes, they do.
Yes, but everyone should check it out. All right, Arielle. Wow. Frog in my throat. Arielle, thank you so much for coming on our show. We're so happy that you came. Sorry we made fun of you a little bit, but we love you so much.
I'm not sorry. Make sure that you guys are following. I'm going to do this just because we might get cut off. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at @nobodiespod, at Annie_Wilk, at Bryce Advice, at Arielle Core. Arielle Core.
Yep.
Okay, at Arielle Cortese. It's the same on TikTok. Twitter is at Nobody's the Pod. Same for personals. And you can email us at noexpertallopinion@gmail.com.
Thanks, guys. Register to vote. Wear a mask. We hope you have an amazing weekend.
And more importantly, a mediocre week. Thanks, guys.